All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, and today we're going to review this beauty for you guys. This is the Sig K320 Nitron manual folder, 3.5 inch drop point with that beautiful black Cerakote finish and a black polymer frame. Guys, we'll go over this one in just a minute. As far as what it comes with, it comes in this Sig box, and there is the model information of the one we are reviewing here. It comes in the Sig zipper pouch, which is really cool, and troll poison inside for those of you that think that's funny. But anyway, I try to make jokes and they never work. But so let's just talk about this. First of all, it's important to repeat Hogue's customer service is amazing. This knife is obviously, it's Sig Sauer branded, but it's obviously made by Hogue. As you guys know, I had a Hogue Deka that just never was for me. I didn't like it. They took it in, they looked at it, they made some adjustments to it, and it still wasn't for me. It was just a little loose. The thumb studs were getting caught on my pocket, and they just were well equipped to just ask me if I would prefer to trade, and they offered a few models, and this was one of the ones. And guys, this is great. I am incredibly excited to have this one in my collection, and customer satisfaction is obviously very important to Hogue. So let's talk about this knife. We'll open her up here and take a look. It is an overall length of 8 inches. So there you go, 8 inches. The blade length is 3.5. The closed length is 4.5. So the handle length is 4.5. And like I said, the overall is 8 inches. The weight is just over 4 ounces, 4.18, which for me, guys, I'm telling you, that is great. We'll talk about the grip here in just a moment. It is a drop point, obviously, with CPM S30V steel on it in that black Cerakote finish, which I think looks awesome. Sorry about the focus issues there, but looks really good. As far as billboarding, we've got the Hogue logo over here, Hogue USA, and the steel stamp of CPM S30V, and then over here, Sig Sauer K320, and just really cool. Got the thumb opening hole here. There is no flipper. Got the the jimping back here on the spine. It is this black polymer, which they call black polyamide nylon or glass fiber reinforced polymer. And it's got the texturing of their P320 firearm. So that is the tie-in. It's made to match the handle made by Hogue of the Sig P320. So I think that's incredibly cool. Love that texture, guys. It's almost like really aggressive skateboard tape, but not so aggressive as to irritate your hands or anything. It is really cool. It is closed mostly on the back because that polymer, the way it's fit together, it's just fit as one piece. So there's not really a back spacer. It's more not integral, obviously, but closed. It does have the able lock as far as the lock. Just a really cool knife, guys. The pocket clip, and one of the reasons they thought this was a good fit for me is it's tip up or tip down, left or right. So if I decided this knife was still too loose for me, I could flip it around and have it as a tip down if it made me feel more secure to have it in my pocket that way. These screws are countersunk really nicely. The pocket clip does stick up, but it's a nice deep carry clip there, really deep carry clip. Got these louvers on it, which I've heard some people complain about, but to me, that is super cool. And I love, guys, this is made in the USA. I love the American flag there on it, but these screws are all countersunk on both sides and just really well done. Even the pivot screws, the pivot screw and the pivot collar are both countersunk. Just really nice. As far as action, I'm really good at opening it with my thumb and or flipping it open with the axis lock. I am not great at spidey flicking anyway, and this one, just because of that spring tension, is a little too hard for me. If I flick it with my wrist, I can almost get it. My finger got in the way. But again, don't base that on anything, guys. I am terrible at spotty flicking, middle finger flicking, whatever you want to call it. I'm getting better at it, thanks to Jake from Bearded Gear giving me some lessons. But there you go. The action is great. And as far as the issue I had with the Deka, you can kind of move the blade open. You can hear it just barely opening there when I flick it, but it is not coming open. And because it doesn't have thumb studs, it is not going to open in my pocket. I'm carrying this guy very confidently. I have not had any issues whatsoever. I absolutely love this knife. I love the length of the blade, the 3.5 inch. And like I said, as far as ergos, it is a perfect fit in my hand. You are a little bit back here, but you can choke up into that finger choil. And now I've got this great landing pad either on a thumb ramp or either on this nice flat part ahead of the swedging of the drop point here. Just really cool knife, guys. I don't know why I didn't buy this one in the first place. It's more of my style of knife. I will be carrying this a lot. I have had one person on my unboxing say it was too fat in their pocket and they wouldn't be able to get things in and out of their pocket. I really haven't experienced that. It is a wider knife, but I guess I'm used to carrying some wider knives, so it didn't really bother me. But that's the reason that this knife community is so great and it's so awesome that there's so many choices, because if it's not for you, there surely is something else that is a better fit for you. But as far as me, I am extremely impressed with this knife. Like I said, 8 inches, 3.5 inch blade, a little over 4 inch handle, great grip, either traditional grip or again with that finger choil. Now, I will tell you, if you got fatter fingers, that choil might be a little small for you. It's fine for me. And then there's not really, there is a stop here, so there's not really a sharpening choil. But I don't think that will be a huge deal for me. Not a big deal, but I'm very, very impressed with this knife. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear it. Again, every knife isn't for everyone, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one and my experience with the Deka as well. So give me your thoughts and give me a like. And if you don't subscribe, please consider doing so. And guys, thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.